Okay, y'all. So I just went to a meeting for all real estate agents who are veterans, and I gotta pass this along. Y'all won't believe what they said. So supposedly, only 18% of veterans, active duty members, that includes reserve, National Guard, active guard, only 18% use their benefits. What? Another thing that was crazy to me was they said almost 30% of this same group of people I just mentioned aren't even aware that they have benefits. Come again? Something else that I hear all the time that I gotta clear up. Just because they say zero down with a VA loan does not mean that there are no costs. There's this thing called closing costs that has nothing to do with the fact that you pay zero down. So again, just because you hear zero down does not equal no cost. Trust me, that's a lie. Another thing that's kind of a myth that I want to clear up. We hear all the time that if you use your VA loan, it has to be your primary residence. That's true. The part that's more of a myth is you hear all the time that you got to live in a property for at least a year or 2 years. It used to be 3 years back in the day. Times have changed because anything can happen, whether it's the ETS date is hit in the military, your PCS, and let's say your wife is pregnant and your family is expanding and the house just doesn't have the space. You can move. You're not binded by a year, 2 years, or 3 years. That's definitely a myth. As long as you quote unquote intended, your motives was to stay in this property and it be your primary residence, that's all the VA loan reps pay attention to. You just have to intend on staying. There's something else. It's called a VA funding fee. This fee is taken out and the money goes toward helping the VA loan program. If you are disabled and as low as 10%, that fee is waived. Another thing, let's say you didn't have 10% of disability or higher at the time that you purchased your home. Doesn't matter. You pay in that moment, but later on, once you're approved for a disability rating of 10% or more, just show that paperwork to your lender and they'll refund that money to you. Not back to your loan, to you in a check. Another myth. You do not need a 620 or higher to get approved for a VA loan. That is a myth because guess what? The VA Loan Center is not giving you the loan. They're just approving your VA loan. It falls on your lender. There's lenders out here right now that will approve you with a score of 580. I repeat, there are lenders, depending on what lender you choose, that will approve you for less than 620, as low as 580. So again, you do not need a 620 in order to own a home. Another thing I realize a lot of people do not know is your loan is reusable. So if you decide to sell a property that you previously used your loan for, let's say that house is $250,000. $250,000 worth of benefits goes back to you for your VA loan. Another thing a lot of people don't realize is there is no longer a cap for how much money you can get for a VA loan. That's right. You can get as many homes for whatever price as long as your pockets can handle it. So it is based off your income. It's no longer a cap. Another thing, you can get what they call a VA renovation loan, which means, let's say you see a property you like, but it needs some tender loving. It got some issues with it, whatever the case may be. You can get another loan called a VA renovation loan. And what this is it's another loan which attaches to your original purchase agreement loan. So whatever the mortgage or the entire loan amount on that house, they attach it to that. So there's not two different loans. It's only one. They give you additional money to fix up your property. So for anybody who's looking at foreclosure properties or any type of fixer-ups, that's the move for you. Something else that I learned. I never thought to go into a partnership with another veteran. Let me explain what I mean. For example, let's say you both see a house for $400,000. But you know your income enough isn't going to approve you for the loan, and his isn't. You guys can come together and agree to split your benefits in half. So you're only liable for $200,000 of the loan. He's reliable for the other half. Let's say it's a 4-bedroom house. You can rent the other rooms to 2 other battle buddies. Make them pay the mortgage. What? Just think about it. Your name is on a deed for a house. valued at $400,000. And that's where it starts, because we all know over time is going to build equity. You, my friend, are only reliable for $200,000 of that. And you can make other people pay the mortgage. You can't get no better than that. Smooth ideal. Another thing I got to elaborate on, because if y'all ain't doing it, the people I'm about to talk about, if you ain't jumping in houses, real estate, and doing what I'm about to say, is veterans who are married to other veterans. Y'all got it made. Y'all can pick who finna use whatever loan for what house. It don't have to be on one person. Y'all got 2 veteran loans. 100%. Another tip I learned goes to all the spouses of active duty members, or if you're married to a veteran. So if, God forbid, if something was to happen to them and they passed while they were active duty, or their passing was caused by their service-connected disability, you'll still have access to their VA loan. The only way you'll lose it is after turning 58. So you'll have the benefits up until the age of 57. And if you've remarried, you lose the benefits. So if you don't remarry and up until the age of 57, you'll still have access to their VA loan. Or if that service member was 100% disability or has 100% disability, you'll have it indefinitely. What? This is another one a lot of people don't realize. Let's say, for example, that you want to purchase a second property. So the one that you're currently living in, you want to make it a rental. As long as you show proof that you're going to have tenants who are going to take over that mortgage in that first one, you're good to go. This goes for people who feel like income-wise, they don't make enough money to be able to handle mortgages on 2 properties. Show proof, again, show proof that you're going to have tenants taking over that payment, you're good to go for that second loan. I just got to harp back on the fact that you can get in partnerships with other veterans. You can divide up the veteran loans or benefits that you guys have. Just imagine if you can find just one other veteran or active duty member that has a VA loan in good standing. Just imagine the amount of land, houses, whatever y'all want to jump into that y'all can get. The sky is the limit. I try to stress it all the time to my people, like, you do not have to do this alone. So I feel like now that I'm an agent and I'm getting in all these classes for free, I'm going to pass and drop jewels to you guys for free. So stick around. Anytime I find out something, I'm going to make a video and I'm going to post it on my social media page. So if y'all know somebody who's not on my page, who has always wondered about this type of stuff, how can I own properties? How can I make more money without taking on full liability by myself? But me, as a newly agent and going to these meetings, I have no problems with passing the jewels for free.